Hey guys, greetings Flamengo fans. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. We're getting close to game time for Mango. We have Flamengo leaving the hotel from the team hotel, heading to Arena da Baixada for the Flamengo game, which we're going to bring to you here. But it's urgent news, transfer market. We need to bring it. I was having lunch with my family. I was at NH here in Kissimmee, having lunch with my tricolor friend, Jose Ilan from Placar magazine, with me, right? He presents Placar with me, and we were there just relaxing and all. And then this news came about Danilo. I was even talking to him while we were enjoying the meats with chocolate fountain. Man, the place is fantastic. It's unique. NH in Kissimmee, you can look it up. It's fantastic, but let's get to the information here. I'm not even going to talk about sponsors. I just want to get straight to the point about the possibility of Danilo joining Flamengo as a player in the middle of the year. Yeah. Is it real? I talked to a source connected to the board who confirmed to me that Flamengo is negotiating with Botafogo, but that it's very difficult. So let's get into the context. Why did this topic about Danilo at Flamengo come up? First, I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, leave a like on the video, and share it, which is very important. Share our video as well. YouTube's recommendations are lacking compared to Instagram and other platforms, so your support here would help us a lot. News came out that Botafogo didn't include Danilo, who had 12 games. They didn't include him for his 13th game, which would be the one he couldn't play, because otherwise he can't play for any other team in the Brasileirão in 2026. And then they claimed personal issues with Danilo. Yeah, particular private issues, and they didn't include him. The situation, for example, with Luis Araujo from Flamengo, Luis Araujo's grandfather, who actually raised him, passed away. In Danilo's case, who's also waiting for the call-up, it was important to even go out on the field to be confirmed for the Brazilian national team, actually. This is very good for Lucas Paquetá, who should be on the field today. In a little while, he should be confirmed at Flamengo, and then there's the possibility of being called up. Danilo needed to play, and no, he won't play. He wasn't listed. He was taken off Botafogo's squad list for the game now. So, what now? With that, he doesn't play his 13th game, and that's intentional. That's not a personal issue, but it's to keep the player from meeting that requirement, because he's in negotiations with Brazilian clubs that are interested in signing Danilo. So, the information I just confirmed from a source connected to the board confirmed that Flamengo is in the negotiation. There was Angelo Furtado, our reporting partner, Angelo Furtado, reporter from Angelo Furtado's channel. He also brought us the information to share with you that Flamengo supposedly tried to include Everton Cebolinha in the deal. Cebolinha's contract ends at the end of the year. Flamengo would include him now, already in the middle of the year, and would help with signing bonuses and everything else, and would still pay a large financial compensation to Botafogo. So Cebolinha would go to Botafogo and Danilo to Flamengo, and Flamengo would still pay a high amount for signing Danilo. It turns out that what Angelo reported is true. It really makes sense. So, I got in touch with this source connected to the board, who assured me that they don't want to include players in the deal. They want money, and they want a lot of money. This same source told me that it's very difficult for Flamengo to reach the amount that Botafogo is asking for. It's a very high amount. He didn't tell me and didn't want to, but I believe it's about 40 million euros. That's what Flamengo paid for Paquetá. It's a lot of money. Danilo is a great defensive midfielder and plays for the national team, but he's expensive. Flamengo believes they already have players for that position, so it's not urgent. Flamengo was trying to sign him also because there's that thing with Palmeiras, who are also interested. This battle, this rivalry between Flamengo and Palmeiras, even in the transfer market, and now Flamengo and Palmeiras are both after Danilo. But the price is very high, according to what this source close to the board told us. And there's another thing, okay? Tiago Asmaro Pilhado reported that Danilo's wife has already made up her mind that he wants to stay in Rio de Janeiro, and in that case, Flamengo has the advantage. So the player's wishes are always very important too. He and his wife both want him to stay in Rio. Flamengo wants to sign him, and so does Palmeiras. Flamengo and Palmeiras are competing, but Flamengo doesn't want to pay the full amount that Botafogo is asking for. And Flamengo is trying to include Cebolinha or some other player in the deal and also offer a big financial compensation, but it's still not reaching the amount that Botafogo wants, so the negotiations are ongoing. Meanwhile, he didn't go to the game claiming personal issues, but we know that with 12 games, that's pretty much the situation. It's about a possible negotiation with Brazilian clubs, and a source close to Flamengo confirms this story. So that's it, guys. I think the deal might happen. I don't believe Flamengo will pay amounts close to what they paid for Lucas Paquetá. And what this source close to the board told me is that Flamengo is holding back. There's a new round of cost cutting, especially in signings. Flamengo won't be able to go overboard with signings precisely because of the elimination from the Copa do Brasil, since Flamengo understands that they fell far short of the goal they had set, which was to at least reach the semifinals. Counting on the money, on the millions earned from the Copa do Brasil. Remember, the Copa do Brasil pays 91 million in prizes for participation up to the champion. The team that wins takes 91 million. And besides that, if Flamengo had reached a possible final, it would have been another 60 or 70 million from matchday revenue. Broadcast rights, jersey sales, everything you earn from the games, every game in the Copa do Brasil that you play at home. So, adding all that up, Flamengo lost a lot of money, everything they could have earned in the knockout games of the 2026 Copa do Brasil. So this is really weighing on the revenue, weighing on the amount set aside for signings. This was told to us, which is something that changes the outlook a bit when it comes to the transfer market, right? So is there really a deal? Flamengo is trying to lower Botafogo's asking price a bit, and Palmeiras is also in the race. Let's see who will land, Danilo, but I think it's a bit complicated. His wife wants to stay in Rio de Janeiro, which favors Flamengo, Fluminense, or maybe another interested team, but I doubt it will be anyone besides Flamengo or Palmeiras. Right, guys? Now, let's follow Flamengo as they head to the stadium to face Atlético Paranaense, and here's Flamengo's likely lineup. Rossi Varela. In a few minutes, the official lineup will be released, but I'll bring it to you here. It should be something like that. Rossi Varela, Danilo, Leo Pereira, and Alexandre or Ayrton Lucas. In the midfield, we should have Flamengo there. Cara, Saul Paqueta, Carrascal Samuel Lino, Cebolinha Bruno Henrique Pedro. In a little while, we'll be confirming it on the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. We'll be live and also on our social networks. All right? Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, drop a like on the video. Greetings, Rubro Negro fans. This is Flamengo right here with you. Flamengo's departure to the stadium.
And right now in Curitiba, live from the NH collection. Mango's players are leaving the hotel to head to Liga Arena, better known as Arena da Baixada, the stadium of Atlético Paranaense. For the 16th round of the Brazilian Championship, you can see there Saul, Samuel Lino, Carrascal, Vitão, followed by Coach Leonardo Jardim. Coaching staff members are arriving too. Chegando. And they are boarding the bus. Varela is further ahead. Paquetá is here as well. Members of Flamengo's traveling party are also coming down. Leonardo Jardim's assistant. And just so you have an idea, there are a lot of Flamengo fans here. Outside the hotel, a lot of movement, a good number of Flamengo fans. Showing up here in front of Mango's hotel. Over there, Alastian. And he's going to the crowd. Closer, Vitor, Alastian. is the scene here outside the stadium. This is Metropolitana. The Flamengo crowd here in Curitiba is really cool. The traveling party heads straight to Liga Arena. Mengo's players receiving support. And here's the last bus carrying the traveling party. The streets are at a standstill here in front of Mengo's hotel.